I know I'm insanely excited for Battlefield 2042, and I hope that excitement does translate well into videos, though I never want it to be misinterpreted as complete and utter shilling. I do have my reservations about Battlefield 2042, but I'll be honest, I spent about 2 years complaining about Battlefield 5 publicly, and it just wasn't a fun time. They were very negative videos to make, and it's just not the sort of content I want to spend every single day making. I told myself I didn't want to do that again, so just so we're honest with each other, I do have feedback. I will give feedback, and I have already given tons of feedback based on what we've seen so far. But it is all being done privately, via official channels like feedback meetings or emails. I have passed on your concerns too, especially from our Discord server, because really, that's what I am for most of you, an outlet for you to express your concerns and worries so I can relay that message. With all of that said, when a topic is as hot as today's is, I think it's probably best to share my own thoughts. So, where's the gameplay, DICE? We've gotten 3 kick-ass trailers, a 50-minute long developer breakdown, and now a teaser trailer for their upcoming Exodus short film. Despite all of this content, many players feel unconvinced, and they will remain that way until they're shown uncut, minimally edited gameplay footage taken directly from multiplayer. Ideally, it would be entirely unscripted, so players will get a feel for what the actual game will offer in October when it releases. Personally, while I would love to see some proper gameplay footage, I understand EA are playing their cards very close to their chest and have been releasing content in a very deliberate way. The fact that fans are asking over and over again to see gameplay, to learn more about the specialists, the gunplay, the map design, by leaving our questions unanswered, the game is generating probably more hype than it would if we knew absolutely everything. This sort of excitement hasn't been seen for a Battlefield game since Battlefield 1, and EA will want to capitalize off of that hype as much as possible. So even if the gameplay is flawless, they will want to keep things to themselves for as long as they can, so fans ask those questions and become super eager. Why run the risk of disappointing fans by showing stuff? That's presumably how EA are seeing this. But what about our perspective, the players? Well, like I said, I'm happy enough to wait until the beta, which will hopefully kick off sometime next month. But some players who feel as though they were done dirty by DICE with Battlefield 5 will need a lot more convincing. These are the players that were hurt by Battlefield 5, their trust in the development team strained, and maybe they are just massive fans and want to see the franchise succeed, but need proper proof before jumping on board. They aren't looking for the cinematic trailers that are honestly the best the franchise has ever seen in my opinion. They just want bare bones, no strings attached gameplay so they can see the specialist, the gadgets, the map design, and how it all plays out together. The lack of this sort of content has definitely got some players in the Battlefield community quite concerned, while investors and fans were told at the start of the year that Battlefield 2042 was ahead in all of its internal tests and is also set to be the franchise's earliest completion date. The lack of uncut gameplay gives some people the opposite impression. Why wouldn't DICE want to show off the actual gameplay if they had nothing to hide? If the tests are going well and the game is shaping up amazingly, why aren't they showing it off? They're very valid concerns. They aren't concerns I necessarily share, but like I mentioned, I am an outlet for many of you to express these worries, so maybe someone at EA or DICE will eventually hear them. My take on this? I think the proof will be in the beta. It will be the first time fans get actual hands-on with the game, aside from the early playtesting done by the player council. That's when we'll know for sure. August seems to be all about the world building, the Exodus short film on the 12th, and all of the teasing up until then, but who knows, maybe we'll see more after Exodus. I'm hopeful EA were being truthful before and that the decision to reserve the actual gameplay footage is because they want to keep the hype going and not because it's unfinished. One thing to note is how confident the developers, the community team, and of course the marketing has all been since the reveal. There's a sense of pride about the game, which is very reassuring since that was not the case with Battlefield 5. Bottom line, I think it's all a marketing thing, but if it's actually because the game is rubbish, we'll know very soon. It just depends on whether you're a glass half full or glass half empty sort of person, but keep your wits about you. Thank you for watching. For more Battlefield 2042 content, tickle that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. Until the next one though, I'll see you lads later.